Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at a Groudon and Kyogre catch screen montage to see which one I will be getting a shiny of. I was out there grinding quite hard today, and that's why the video's not up. And I also did warn you guys, if I wasn't getting the videos up like I usually have been, you know, 2 a day, midday or early morning, and then 1 in the evening, because I'm going through a bit of issues right now. Everything is working out great. Just to let you know, things are looking up quite nicely. So yeah, I'm all right over here. Also, if you have become ultra friends with me in the past day or recently or anytime, or best friends, if we can battle remotely and you're sending these battle invites and I'm not accepting them, please forgive me. Like I've been over in the past few videos, I haven't been going through the best times lately, so I haven't just simply been rejecting them. I just haven't had the game open to battle. And if you're on the screen and I see you and I reject the battle, it's because I'm probably either driving or just hitting the legendary raids, Groudon and Kyogre right now, okay? Otherwise, I would always accept your battles. So, with that said, please feel free to send me those battle invites and we'll try to get those battles going and get you on the channel featured, right? I also have another little surprise here. Shiny Zigzagoon. Yeah, go plus that bad boy right there. Or should I say bad girl? Haha. So, excellent. Looking great. So what should I do? Evolve it? I am. I'm going to evolve it right now. Oh, not Kyogre. Okay, we'll take a look at all those. I transferred quite a few. Hit so many of those raids. It's insane. So let's go ahead and evolve this really quick and see. Did I get a shiny Kyogre or Groudon? That's going to be coming up here in just a moment. And then towards the end, like I said, we're going to take a look at some PvP battles. And then I'm going to get right to editing as soon as I get this video up to put up some more PvP battles. So look out for that. There we go. Hey, looking good. So let's see where the CP lands. I did not check. Okay. All right, 500. The IVs are horrible, right? But like we went over in my last video, the IVs for PvP don't really matter. I'm convinced. So if you're not, that's perfectly fine. Because I remember when PvP first came out, people were saying trading for horrible IVs is a thing. You're going to want horrible IV Pokemon for PvP. And I was like, I don't know about all that. But the more investigation I've done and tests and comparisons, it's pointing towards, yeah, the lower the IV is going to be the better. Because you're going to be able to power it up higher for that specific league that you're going into. Because what really matters is going to be the level and not the IVs of the Pokemon. Hey, look! Is this part of the event? It has Grass Knot. What is going on? I'm just joking. That's one of its moves. Just a little Breloom reference there. And really quick, before that shiny pops up on the screen, let's go ahead and take a look at my items here. I do need to open up that Meltan box. It is at 0 days. It's been there for about 3 days, so horribly slacking on that. 15 fast TMs. I've been using them on Pokemon to test different moves to see how well they perform, because I like to get in there and get my hands dirty personally to see how they work firsthand. 11 charge TMs. Oh my goodness, that is just absolutely amazing. 752 rare candies. Well, I think it's time to drop some of those into a Pokemon. I'm not sure exactly which one quite yet. Down to 171 raid passes. And yeah, I still need to burn through quite a bit. I've been slacking on the raids. I know I haven't been uploading as many raids that I should have and usually do. I'll get around to it. I'm sorry, guys. Then we have the EX Pass, 17 star pieces. Gifts that I need to send out that I haven't been sending to you. Slacking over here, I know. 6 lures, okay, all that. 17 Pineapples. And yes, I'm low on my silver Pineapples because I had to use them on my Meltans. Because I opened a box once and I didn't have any Pineapples and I wasn't going to waste that. And then let's quickly go down. 5 Sinnoh Stones. Alright, looking great. Alright, trainers, here we go. The moment of truth. What's it going to be? A Kyogre. There we go. That's my second one. And this was my last raid of the day, too, as a matter of fact. It's pretty crazy. So, not a bad IV either. So, for me personally, I don't use legendaries in PvP. So, the higher the IV, the better. And this one right here is just looking great. Because I'm just going to use these to go up against other raids, right? As far as going up against gyms, you don't need good IVs. So just attack a gym with a Machamp with your eyes closed, basically. Anyway, so 14, 11, 14. With that lower defense, I'm going to be able to charge up my Hydro Pump, Thunder, or Blizzard probably more than likely Hydro Pump for whatever rate. It's going to be going a little bit faster as opposed to a 15-14 defense. Ideally, you want 10. So the perfect for me would be a 15-10-15 Pokemon if I was going up against a raid, right? So there you have it, folks. Got my shiny Kyogre. We're looking great. The day was worth the grind. Now we're going to go on to take a look at some of these PvP battles going up against Lady Dangerous. So I'm going to do the commentary, and then for my next video, it's just going to be straight gym battles without any of my commentary, okay? So we have the Venusaur and my Donphin not looking good whatsoever, and she was a fun challenge. We battled for about an hour or longer. It was good times. So I did bring in my Sceptile here. I'm going to shield up because that Sludge Bomb is going to be dangerous. Now I have to give her some credit as far as this specific battle, because we did go in the first time, and you know how I say if your battle glitches up, you just go back into the same match, you close it out, keep the same Pokemon, you know, have some integrity. And I did, and she did as well. But the thing about this match was I took the Sludge Bomb the first round, and it froze midway, so we started over. This time around, I shielded with my Sceptile, which completely turned the tide of battle. She would have won this, so got to give her some credit on that end. She had me, but thanks to the lag and the freezing of the game, I could have just not shielded, but hey. So in comes the Snorlax, and as you can see, I am charging up that Leaf Blade just a little bit. Sometimes I do hold off so I can kind of throw them off guard and continuously hit them. You technically want to do that when they have shields, because they may not shield, and then if you hit them with another one, they're like, wait, they're going to hit me with another charge move right away. I better shield up. My Pokemon can't take that damage. So keep that in mind. It really does work to catch your opponents off guard. So we're going to get that Body Slam to the Sceptile, and we already have our Leaf Blade ready to go yet again. And if you're wondering what quick move, that is going to be Furry Cutter, folks. That's right. And as the Sceptile still goes strong, the Snorlax is about to fall. Who was going to last? Oh, the Snorlax did barely. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Donphin. Now, I know she does have a Venusaur that is somewhat wounded, so I am taking a risk by putting this Donphin out. So we're going to have to see what her last Pokemon is, in fact, when she makes that decision. And in it comes Vaporeon. So I'm stuck in a pretty rough spot here. I could either keep the Donphin in, take super effective damage, or just fight it out, and that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go ahead and hit up with the Play Rough, seeing that there's no more shields. I'm free to get that damage on, and it's not looking great for me. That was charged fairly quick, so it is going to be an Aqua Tail and not a Hydro Pump. The Donphin did take that quite well. I don't think I'm going to be able to get another Play Rough off, that is for sure. I'm going to faint right there. Yep. So I'm looking pretty rough right now because Charizard, well, no shields. Aqua Tail is going to hurt it. Although that Venusaur is wounded, so we just might pull this win off. Past half. So we just need to get that Vaporeon out of here and then quickly make work with that Venusaur if we're able to survive. Just hoping that she didn't have a save charge move like Sludge Bomb. That's going to be neutral damage and will wipe me out quite easily. So I will be able to take those grass moves, the quick ones, quite easily, being a fire and flying type. And we're going to finish it off with a Dragon Claw, and that is game. So Dragon Claw and Blast Burn on a Charizard is just magnificent. So think about it. If they pull out their Dragon Pokemon, you're going to have that Dragon Claw to counter it. Because if they're thinking, oh, Fire type, I'll put in my Dragon, not very effective. You hit them with that Dragon Claw, and it's game over for them. Well, if you get off a couple of them, right? So here we go with the Swampert. And this is the Master League. Just take note of that. And this Swampert CP is 2555. And it's not close to being maxed out. So if you're wondering, why are you staying in here and doing Surf to a Gyarados? Because my other Pokemon weren't the best options. And like we discussed before, if you're in a sort of neutral situation like this right here, both of our healths are kind of going down at the same rate. She hasn't got off a charge move, so that's indicating to me there's going to be a big one coming soon. So I should probably just fight it out and let her get it off right here. I do decide to shield up because the Swampert was performing quite well, and the Outrage does take some time to build up, so I know I'll be able to continuously go and knock off all of the health on that Gyarados before she's able to get off another Outrage, and that's why I stayed with Swampert. So we're going to go ahead and get off another Surf here onto that Raikou, and the electric moves are not going to be super effective thanks to the ground type on the Swampert. Now, I couldn't tell you if that Raikou was maxed out. I'm assuming it is because we're in the Master League, but that Swampert isn't maxed, and look how well it took that Wild Charge. That's pretty good. Yes, I know it's part ground type, but still, it's not even maxed out, and the thing is still going. So Swampert is a great option, like we discussed before PvP was out. So I'm making my decision here. I'm not going with the Staraptors, so I'm going to go with my Porygon Z, because guess what? The hidden power is going to be ground. Super effective. So I do decide to block this because I want my Porygon to survive, seeing that the charge moves take forever, and if I got hit by that, it's basically game over for me. And when I do use the Porygon Z, it is a risk and a gamble. More than likely, I'm going to lose. Just a heads up, it's more of a fun Pokemon. It's not going to really help you in many situations. Yes, I know it can be good if they don't have a specific fighting type, I suppose, but in PvP, super effective moves, you don't really need them. I mean, seriously, you could just hit something with neutral damage and you're basically good to go. But in this case, obviously Zap Cannon is going to wipe out that Charizard. She has no more shields. I have no more shields. This is her last Pokemon here. So let's see what we have going on. There's no way I'm going to be able to get that Solar Beam and Zap Cannon up on time. And with that quick move being a ground type, it wasn't doing any damage whatsoever. So no more shields, not looking good. Staraptor's in. And we already know it has Outrage. So it's basically game over. Good night, Staraptor. And that's pretty much it. Good game. And yes, I love using that Pokemon Staraptor. And I'm going to be switching that Heat Wave. Personally, you should go with the flying type move because it charges a little bit quicker. Just a little heads up if you're trying to use it. Anyways, into the next match. She's starting off with a Machamp, and I'm going in with her Hyperior. Not looking good already, so I'm going to go ahead and switch right off the bat here. I was experiencing a little bit of stickiness and lag right there. That's why I pulled it up and then down, and that was leaving me kind of vulnerable. So we're going to take that Dynamic Punch, which I'm assuming she's going to use here. And it's actually a Stone Edge. There you go. That's legacy right there. And just to show you, tricking your opponents with hidden moves like that is going to be key as well. And the reason why I didn't block is because I thought I was going to take a Dynamic Punch. Not very effective. But hey, joke's on me, right? So down goes the Dragonite. Rip. And in will come the Sceptile because I do have Aerial Ace, which is going to be super effective. And I'll be able to charge it up fairly quick. I'm definitely going to block this because I want my Sceptile to survive as long as possible because this is going to be the MVP for the team right now. Now I do decide and take a bit of a risk to just keep going with my quick move and charge up my charges as much as I possibly can for whatever is going to be coming in next. I do shield because, well, I'm charging up and all that energy would have been a horrible waste. So I do have about, I'd say 2.5 Leaf Blades ready to go. She is ready to bring the next Pokemon in, and it's going to be Suicune. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and hit it up with the Leaf Blade. One of the 3 that are ready to go, I'm assuming. Block the first one. Hey, that's okay because I have 2 more coming your way. So we're going to keep it going, folks, and that's another strategy to use. If you think you're going to be able to wipe out the Pokemon with your quick move and just continuously charge those charge moves for the next Pokemon, do it. Because look at that. Able to just take out the Suicune. Bingo bango. Yes, it was super effective, but hey, still, I had a few ready to go. And in comes the Golem. It's going to be quite weak to grass, and that's going to be 1 Leaf Blade and down. Good game. Thank you for watching, trainers. Hope you enjoyed this video. I do have 45 minutes worth of PvP I need to edit, so look out for that, and I'll catch you all next time.